Good morning. I'm Jason Johansson, the homicide lieutenant with the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. I'm here to brief you on a homicide investigation we're currently conducting at the 800 block of 6th Street. This is on 6th Street between Hoover and Gas, and it's within the downtown area command. Earlier this morning at approximately 4:30 a.m., officers from the downtown area command responded to a male who was down on the sidewalk and reported that he was bleeding. As officers arrived, they initially arrived at a business located at Charleston and 6th Street, where they are then directed further north to the area of the 800 block of 6th Street, where they located a white male unhoused in his 60s, appears to be in his 60s, who was bleeding. He was unresponsive at that point in time. Officers began to provide medical aid to him, and during that time they realized that he was suffering from a gunshot wound. Medical arrived shortly thereafter, and they ultimately pronounced him deceased here on scene. Our homicide detectives are here on scene. They've taken over this investigation, and they will be out for the next few hours as we continue to process the scene, canvass for additional witnesses, and video surveillance that's in the area. Thankfully, there is quite a bit of video surveillance in the area, so once we have a chance to view it all, we'll have probably a better idea of what occurred last night. Those are the preliminary details that we have right now. The only additional suspect information we might have on this is that a white male was seen leaving the area wearing a light colored shirt and blue jeans after someone reported hearing gunshots. We don't know if that's a witness. We don't know if that's a suspect. That's the only information we have as to what occurred here. But we do have a male who was shot, who was lying on the sidewalk. The only street closures we have going on related to this crime scene is on 6th Street from Charleston all the way to Gas. The only major business impacted is the Mexican consulate's office. So any citizens who are coming to the consulate's office, if you come off of 7th Street, you will have access to the consulate's office. It's just 6th Street that is shut down. So the consulate's office is still open at this point in time. Reference the homicide investigation we're reporting on right now. There's very little details that we have right now. We urge any citizen who is in the area, driving by, or whoever hears anything about it, please reach out to the LVMPD homicide section, or if you wish to remain anonymous, reach out through Crime Stoppers of Nevada. The information can remain anonymous. These type of murders, when we are working these investigations, it is always so critical, the citizen component, when they provide us information of what they know pertaining to our investigations, and they ultimately lead to us being able to solve these investigations. With that, I'll take any additional questions you may have.
Regarding the victim, you mentioned that he's unhoused. What leads you all to believe that?
Based on clothing, and several people that we've talked to in the area know him as being a frequent person that is transient in the area. All right. Thank you very much, everyone. I appreciate your time.